everybody, how are you all? Welcome to Venkatesh Experience. நான் உங்கள் ஹோஸ்ட் வெங்கடேஷ் சந்திரசேகரன். ஸோ இந்த பாட்காஸ்ட் ஆரம்பிக்கிறச்சு எனக்கு தெரியல, நான் இங்கிலீஷில் பேசலாமா தமிழில் பேசலாமான்ட்டு. ஸோ நான் நான் தங்கிலீஷில் பேசுகிறேன் அப்படி நான் முடிவு பண்ணிட்டேன். ஸோ okay. So I'll start from the beginning. So formally again, my name is Venkatesh Chandrasekharan. I'm 23 years old. Next year by February 12th I'll be turning 24. I'm working in 60 plus India. இப்போ நான் வந்து 7 மாசத்துக்கு நான் for 7 months I've been working there and I'm still working there. I'm a content creator. So that's basically me. Right after graduation I came to India to spend time with my family. And then there were a few complications regarding my travel. I took a few weeks off from college, and you know what, I decided I had to work somewhere, நான் தப்பா சொல்ல, பட் வந்து வீட்லயே இருக்க முடியாதுல்ல. So to get a new experience, to get a new set of knowledge, to use my experience in media, again another short story here. I did an internship regarding media broadcasting for Voices TV back in my college. After doing that internship, எனக்கே ஒரு ஸ்பார்க் மாதிரி வந்துச்சு. லைக் வந்து ஓகே நம்மள வந்து மீடியா இண்டஸ்ட்ரி எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கலான்ட்டு I decided, and 60 plus came across, and I'm like, you know what, I'll give it a try. So what started as a 3-month probation, like an internship, became my job, working job. I don't know where my journey would take me from here at this point, but I'm just enjoying the journey, like even me doing this right now, it really took a lot of courage in my part, and to be honest, I have to give credit to my boss, RCL. I remember this day, like one day after going to a particular event, I went to the event on a Saturday. So Sunday was holiday. So I saw her in office on Monday. I went into her office. We spoke about. I spoke to her about the experience I encountered at the event. My experience, my thoughts, and so on. And then she suggested that, well, Venki, why don't you start a podcast? At first I was like, what, me? I was shocked, but also at the same time, it kind of reminded me, like I've been thinking of starting my own podcast and YouTube channel. I was only thinking about it, but never really took action on it. After thinking for a while, then, and after hearing my boss saying it, I'm like, okay, this is the extra motivation I needed. So hands off to RCRL, my boss. a little shout out, if you will. I mean, if not for her, I wouldn't have given my first try right now. So yeah, I really appreciate her motivation. I mean, I know I'm kind of stammering, and I'm in the middle, like yeah, this is my first time, and I think poga and the flow vandrun nanikren, but yeah. So see, you audience are what's gonna guide me to create more content which you guys like. So நான் சுற்றி வலிக்காம நான் பாயிண்ட்டுக்கு வரேன். ஸோ okay, I'm creating content for you guys. So right now all I'm going to talk about is my experiences, my thoughts, and what I encounter in my life. But yes, so இப்போதைக்கு இந்த சேனல், இந்த பாட்காஸ்ட் நான் எப்படி மெயின்டைன் பண்ண போறேன்னா, I'm just gonna so I'm just gonna go with the flow. But yeah, the real important thing here is you guys are my audience. I mean, என்ன சொன்னாலும் நான் கேட்பேன். I mean not literally, figuratively. Yeah, I mean, நீங்க என்ன சொன்னாலும் கேட்பேன், meaning that if you have any feedback saying it, like வெங்கி நீ டெக்னாலஜி பற்றி பேசு, இல்லை வெங்கி நீ ஃபிட்னஸ் பற்றி பேசு, இல்லை வெங்கி நீ சைக்காலஜி பற்றி பேசு, இல்லை வெங்கி நீ பிஸ்னஸ் பற்றி பேசு. Okay, so any topic you like, I'm open to discuss about. I mean, also I'm a good researcher. That's one of my heightened skills in 60 plus India that I use. So please, my audience are important for me. So உங்களுக்கு என்ன டாபிக் வேணாலும் என்கிட்ட கேளுங்க. I'm happy to discuss. But நான் ரெண்டு ரூல்ஸ் வச்சுருக்கேன். நான் ரிலிஜன் பற்றி பேசவே மாட்டேன், அப்புறம் நான் பாலிடிக்ஸ் பற்றி பேசவே மாட்டேன். பிகாஸ் அந்த ரெண்டு டாபிக் ரொம்ப வேஸ்டாக இருக்கு. அது மட்டும் இல்லாத it kind of becomes controversial. So அந்த ரெண்டு டாபிக் நான் என்ன சொன்னேன், ரிலிஜன் அண்ட் பாலிடிக்ஸ் நான் அவாய்ட் பண்ணுறேன். அப்படியே நான் தப்பி தவறி பாலிடிக்ஸ் பற்றி பேசினா கூட இட்ஸ் நாட் லைக் ஐம் பையஸ்ட். இன்கேஸ் நான் பாலிடிக்ஸ் பற்றி பேசினா நான் ரெண்டு சைடுக்கும் ஈக்குவலாக பேசுறேன். Yeah, so நான் ரெண்டு சைடுக்கும் ஈக்குவலாக பேசுறேன். I'm not like biased or anything. So yeah, so I mean, நீங்க எல்லாரும் நினைக்கலாம், என்னடா இவன் இப்பதான் வந்துருக்கான் ஃபீல்டுக்கு, அதுக்குள்ள பேச ஆரம்பிச்ச உடனே இது பேச மாட்டேன் அது பேசுவேன்னு சொல்வேன்னு நினைக்கிறீங்கன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும், நினைப்பீங்கன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும். பட் ஐ மீன் உண்மையாங்க, நான் அப்பெல்லாம் பெரிய ஆள்லாம் இல்லை. நான் சும்மா லைக் நான் சும்மா ஒரு ஃபர்ம் ஃபவுண்டேஷனை கிரியேட் பண்றேன். ஐ மீன் இப்போதைக்கு டு பி ஹானஸ்ட் நான் ஸ்கிரிப்டில் டு பி ஹானஸ்ட் நான் ஸ்கிரிப்டெல்லாம் எழுதி நான் பேசுறேன். நான் சும்மா எனக்கு மனசுல என்ன தோணுதோ அதான் சொல்றேன். But after a few episodes I know that I'm going to have to write my own scripts. Write scripts, meaning not everything, because I mean writing everything is not possible, because you just have to go with the flow. But நான் என்ன சொல்ல வரேன்னா, like நீங்க லைக் நான் ஏதாவது டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண போறேன்னா, I need to write some important dates. I need to write details about that event, and so forth. So so right now I'm going with the flow, and I know boundaries என்னன்னு சொன்னேன், நான் guidelines என்னன்னு சொன்னேன். நான் I'm open for any suggestions. Speaking of suggestions, my audience, please do not hesitate to give me feedback. ஏன்னா உங்க ஃபீட்பேக் தான் எனக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம். மீனிங் நான் இங்கே ஸ்டிக்கி பேசுறேன், நீங்க சொன்னீங்கன்னா I'll accept. நான் வந்து என்னோட ஸ்பீச் இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணணும்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா ஐ அக்செப்ட். நான் வந்து என்னோட கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஸ்கில்ஸ் இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணணும்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா ஐ அக்செப்ட். ஸோ நீங்கள் என்ன ஃபீட்பேக், ரிகார்ட்லெஸ் ஆஃப் குட் ஆர் பேட் ஆர் அக்லி, நீங்கள் சொல்கிற எல்லா ஃபீட்பேக்கும் நான் ஏற்றுவேன். பிகாஸ் ஆல் ஐ வாண்ட் இஸ் டு இம்ப்ரூவ் மை செல்ஃப் அண்ட் இம்ப்ரூவ் திஸ் பாட்காஸ்ட். அண்ட் ஐ வாண்ட் திஸ் பாட்காஸ்ட் to be listened by the masses. And that's all I want. We are all in this world here to improve ourselves. So to improve ourselves, we need critical and constructive feedback. So I'm all about that, and I hope everyone's about that as well. But yeah, I'm talking about me. So yeah. So வந்து நம்ம டாபிக் போயிடலாம். ஓகே. ஸோ இந்த பாட்காஸ்ட் ஈவென்ட் பற்றி சொல்கிறேன். one morning 2 weeks ago, I went to my office. I think it was about 10:45, 11 a.m. My boss came out of a meeting, and the minute she came out, she was like, I have a podcast event. Would any one of you like to go? And the minute she said podcast, my instant reaction was to raise my hand, go towards her and say that, ma'am, I want to attend that event. I was so excited. I raised my hand and went towards her without thinking a second thought. I was like, ma'am, I want to go there. Can I come please? And she was so excited to hear me that I'm excited. So she was excited, I was excited, and then she told me that okay, I'll book you a ticket. And then many weeks go by. And many weeks gone by. She had a meeting to go to, so I attended on her behalf. And I have to say, okay, before attending that event, I felt like, oh, this event is 3.5 to 4 hours. How am I gonna sit there in one place and listen? Because to be honest, I can't sit in one place for more than 8 minutes, let alone 3.5 to 4 hours. But the reason behind that thinking was simple. So I thought the whole time I was going to be there, I'm going to view a presentation and that's it. But I really have to. I really have to give this shout out to Sri. Let me pronounce his name. I want to give this shout out to Sriram. I'm really sorry. I want to give this shout out to Sriram Selvan, because he and his team are the only one who organized this. They are called. I've seen them in YouTube before. It's a podcast on YouTube. I'll let you know the name as soon as I recollect. I think it starts something with basic, something like that. So the thing is, so I went to the event. The event went well. They were all talking about. The event first started like this. So now I remember. So the event started with an icebreaker session. so basically, I need to learn about something about the people next to me, and vice versa. And I need to tell what I've learned to the next person, and vice versa. I mean, the second part, that's what I think. But yeah, the whole session was interactive. And the speaker, Sriram Selvan himself, would pick us up one by one and ask us. And he would make sure. He would kindly make sure that each people knew one another. So he would really make us focus on, you are here, you should know about the other person, and vice versa. So there's a stronger connection to network. Super. Yeah. I felt like the whole strategy was awesome. Like I couldn't have done it any better myself. So I have no experience to begin with, but I'm just saying I never thought of this idea before. So yeah. So after that, he taught us about the 8 types of podcasting, like conversational roundtable, hybrid, monologue, and so on. So if you guys really want to know what I've noted, you could type it in the feedback, and I'll give you my notes from that event. Yeah, but after that, there was a small brainstorming session. The whole chunk about this event was a brainstorming session. Like the speaker would say something, and the audience would respond, and to make that audience and to share and to I'm sorry. Like I said, I didn't write any script, so that's why I'm like kind of stammering right now. Yeah. Okay. So the speaker, so the second half of the third half of the event went like this. So the speaker would tell something and ask the audience about their opinion, and the audience would ask a question about something, and the audience themselves would pitch in, and they would be like, oh, this is the reason because of this, because the whole event went fantastic. I didn't exactly count, but I think there were like 75 to 80 people there at that event, and each of them had really impressive background. One of them was an IT recruiter. One of them was an advertisement specialist. One of them is a specialist in reel making, and there were many podcasters as well. One of them were in real estate, and so on. And one of them is into education, like spreading education, and one of them was into ChatGPT, AI, artificial intelligence, and so on. Yeah. So the third part of the event went like that. It was a big chunk. The whole brainstorming session for me, I felt it was impressive, because if you go to other events, if you go to some events, if you go to some events, there will be a huge PowerPoint, and the speaker would explain what's in the PowerPoint. But here, there wasn't any PowerPoint. There was only a speaker, and his phone and him, and he was just like, he was just being vocal the entire time. Expressing his thoughts, expressing what he thinks, and the audience uh, 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 and the audience responding to him and asking him questions and asking the questions towards the audience as well, and the audience pitching in to answer the question. It was really cheerful, and it was. I mean, I have no words to say. All I can say is that the whole event went so cheerful, so motivating, so inspiring. I mean, it was. I mean, there was just an energy that's unbeatable. I mean, at least that's what I felt. So yeah. There were a 30 to 35 minute tea break. So what happened was, I was hesitant, but I did interact with some more new people. But the thing was, I didn't have my own visiting card, and I totally forgot about my LinkedIn. I mean, the only reason I remembered about the LinkedIn is because my boss because my boss taught me how to use LinkedIn as a visiting card. I mean, after she told me only, I realized it. It seems that there's a QR code, and if you show the QR code and if they scan it, your account will be on their page instantly. I mean, I never knew about it. I mean, I could have knew about it, but I didn't go deep enough. So that's a small learning for me right there, right? So the learning for me was, if you interact with a new technology, or if you're used to a technology itself, you have to go deeper and learn about it, and not just see what it is in the surface and just be as is. So that was my small learning. But yeah, I mean, not to get off track now. I'll get back into it. So my boss thought about it, and then I was like, oh, I could have shown my LinkedIn. I mean there were literally 75 to 80 people there. Even if there was a chance I showed my LinkedIn, I could have gotten like 25 to 30 contacts. Okay. So the day I talked to my boss, immediately after I left the room, I immediately went on my phone, and there was a WhatsApp group for us, for the people who attended the event. So in that group, I immediately sent a message saying my reasoning, and uploaded my QR code in LinkedIn. And and one by one, people who knew me, and people who wanted to know me, and people who wanted others to know them as well, posted their QR code as well. And we got connected. I sent a few messages. I sent a few messages to a few people. And one of them contacted me through my number. I mean the whole thing was fantastic. Like when I think about all this, it's all about people bringing other people up, like uplifting them. That's all that matters here. So I mean I know that I'm you know what, to be honest, I'm kind of an optimist. Like I always try to see the better things in everything. So that's that. So that's all, folks. This is the first pilot episode. 24 minutes and counting, but and I know, you know what, I know that I'm a little rusty right now, but I'll get but I'll get the hang of it, and I'll improve. And before I sign off for this episode, please, guys, gals, everybody, please, my audience are important for me, and yeah, both my followers and audience are important for me. Please do not hesitate to give you feedback, regardless of how it is. I wouldn't care. I just want to read your feedback, and I want to improve myself. That's it. Yeah. Have a good night, folks. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.